Meeting call to order. Roll call.
Dr. Robinson? Here. Mr. West?
Here.
Dr. Blunt? Here. Mrs. Ware? Here. Mr. James?
Here. Everyone is present. Is there anything on the agenda that needs to be changed at this time?
Oh, yeah, I wanted to move, 8.4.
8.4.
No, this is to executive session.
Okay.
Because I saw there was a recommendation I need to ask the course about
Anything else? If not, any consent item need to be moved at this time. I will move. Okay, if not, can we get approval of the agenda?
I move that we adopt the agenda
Second.
with the change made by Mr. Ware.
Okay. So moved and second, all in favor? Aye, passing 5-0. Public comments, do we have any?
No, sir, no public comment.
All right. Item number 5, recognition and presentation. 2022 and 2023, to Parents of the Year recognition. It's big.
Thank you, Mr. James, members of the board. It's a great day to be a Bulldog.
Amen.
And today we get to recognize some extraordinary people. We're going to recognize our 2022-2023 Parents of the Year. This group of parents, they were very, very active last year. They sponsored sneaker balls. They did mother and daughter brunches, all kinds of fundraisers, end of the year activities, teacher appreciation, baccalaureate, and I'm not even scratching the surface. This is an awesome group of parents, and they were instrumental in helping us develop our school calendar that we're working under this year and our dress code. Anytime you call this group of parents, they answer the call. They go above and beyond. So we want to recognize them today. They were selected by their schools as Parent of the Year. So Ms. McDonald Green, if you would come assume the position. And all the flags will read the same. Natchez-Adams School District, our children come first. Our district appreciates your parental support. You have positively impacted the staff and students of your child's school. Thank you for all you do. NASD Honors, August 15th, 2023. Amos James Jr., Board President, Sandra McDonald Green, Interim Superintendent. So we would first like to honor, oh, look at that, that is wonderful. Deonica Thomas, our Parent of the Year from Susie B. West Elementary. She is not here, but we will definitely give her her flag. Morgantown Elementary Parent of the Year, Tawanda Berry Dixon. Let's put her on the screen so everybody can see who she is. There she is. Hey.
Ms. Dixon, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let's take a quick picture. She said we got a new position.
I'd say my mess.
There we go.
Ms. Martha.
Oh, let's hey, let's wait so we can get a picture back in.
Turn it back, all right.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm sorry.
And all of our Parents of the Year, Want to give you on behalf of our friends from Coca-Cola, $100.
Thank you.
Don't spend it on the sugar.
Gilman McLaurin Elementary Parent of the Year, Christina Carter.
Thank you, Ms. Carter, for making certain that those kids make an awesome, awesome year. Is this a little Miss Alcorn to be?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's right.
I think she has a pageant.
When you turn 12, come see.
Ms. Carter put that plaque and this $100 with all the rest of the stuff that you always get. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Keith.
Natchez Middle School Parent of the Year, Kamisha Johnson.
This parent runs more than I do. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Enjoy it.
Thank you, thank you.
Think about it. Natchez Early College Parent of the Year, Rosalind Jackson.
Thank you, Ms. Jackson, we appreciate you.
You don't guess it. Fallon Career and Technology Center Parent of the Year, John Tyrrell Johnson.
She said she's coming with you. Thank you so much. You gonna hold the plate for your mom?
I'm gonna get you a jacket. No, I'm not. Our Parent of the Year for Natchez High School, Lakita Davis.
Those are fighting words.
Stay there, Miss Davis. Natchez-Adams School District, our children come first. Our district parent of the year. We are filled with excitement to name you our district's parent of the year 2022-2023. Your child's school and district have recognized your contributions to our success. We appreciate the support you give to the Natchez-Adams School District. NASD Honors, August 15, 2023. Amos James Jr., Board President. Xander McDonald Green, Interim Superintendent. You all, our district parent of the year. And Ms. Davis, on behalf of our friends from Coke, you get another check for $500.
$100 more than
We just want to say thank you to these parents. Have known all of them for a while, and they not only sacrifice for their children, but they sacrifice for a lot of people's children, and they sacrifice a lot of their own personal time to do a lot of great things for students, for teachers, and so we just appreciate all that you all do. It does not go unnoticed.
Thank you. Thank you. And my classmate Cleavon Beck.
Absolutely.
So what they have to do to get that money? Just show up at the school?
They do more than show up.
They show out.
They
I'll
show
be
out.
minimum of the year, I'll be at the school. Okay, thank you all for putting in those hours and the time with the kids. And we ask that y'all continue to do that. All right? Move on. All right, item number 6. Approval of July the 21st, 2023 regular meeting minutes. 6.2, approval of July 2023 special call meeting minutes. Can I have approved?
So moved.
Second.
Been moved and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Passes 5-0. Item 7, approval of consent items. Have
I
approved.
have a question. Is Ms. Moore on? Ms. Moore? I think that's, yeah, football, 7.8.
She may not be on, she may be in practice.
Do you
And
know
we have
whether
a
this,
lot of
this Lakeland Tour bus contract for charter bus for the football team, is that for every game?
No, sir, this is to the Ocean Springs game.
Okay.
It's about a 4-hour trip.
Okay,
I'll have to offer motion.
So, with this Ocean Springs trip, are
Yes,
they gonna spend the night or come back soon?
they're coming back.
That's why they need to try.
Yes.
For, bathroom access and all that.
Oh, okay, okay.
I'll offer the motion we approve the consent items, 7.1 through 7.8.
Second.
okay, it's been moved and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Passes 5. Okay. Item 8.
Before we move on, let me ask another question, if they don't. So, the charter bus, they're taking the football team and the cheerleaders and everybody?
No, ma'am, we have discussed, discussed with, Coach Moore on today regarding that travel, and so that is just football team. At this time, no other auxiliaries are attending that away game
Okay.
because of the length of the travel and the expense that is associated.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Item number 8. 8.1, personnel report. You all need a chance to look over that.
They'll make a presentation. Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon, everyone. Mr. James, members of the board, Mrs. McDonald Green, Mr. Kennedy. On behalf of the interim superintendent, the Office of Human Resources will be presenting the personnel board report for Tuesday, August 15th, 2023. On behalf of the superintendent, she is requesting that the board of trustees please approve the report that you all have before you. Will there be any questions at this time?
At this time, we still doing interviews for other positions, right?
Yes.
So we got our retreat on Thursday, Friday, so get something in between that time.
It's Thursday, so it's gonna be in Bozeman? Cause I think somebody said over there.
Originally, we discussed Frazier, but because of some HVAC issues, we're gonna be at Robert.
Robert Louis, what time? Huh?
The board says that.
I thought we said that.
Where? I couldn't remember, but okay.
Okay, I'm just saying, if you give anything, y'all need anything improved between that time, so much.
Okay.
All right,
Any questions in regards to the board report today?
I'll offer motion that we approve the personnel report.
Second.
moving second, all in favor?
Aye.
8.2, Mr. Bird.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, board, superintendent, council. We have before you item 8.2, which is the approval of the claims dockets and acceptance of financial reports. Within your binders are claim docket folders dated July 21st, July 28th. Additionally, the July 2023 financial report and related capital project summaries are attached as well. If there aren't any questions, it is the interim superintendent recommendation that the Board of Trustees approve the aforementioned claim dockets and 5 required financial reports as presented to the Board of Trustees for review.
Any questions? Not, can I get approved?
I move that we approve the documents as presented.
Second.
Been moved and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Passes.
Thank you.
Okay. Next is 8.3, organization chart.
Mr. James, members of the board, 8.3, as requested from the last month's board meeting, there's a revision that was requested. If you will look on page 1, it shows the direct reports to me. There are just some officers that need to report directly to me. Page 2 identifies the reporting of,
We don't have that.
Yeah, we did.
Right there by your ear.
I don't have it.
I'm sorry.
Is this put in the binder later?
It is in the.
I've got mine.
Okay,
Yeah.
Hmm.
it's in the library, under the online library.
Oh.
Well, this is certainly clear now. Then,
If you look at page 2,
Uh,
you'll see that there are some reports that have been moved. Yes,
Uh-huh.
ma'am.
Should we move this to executive session?
Pleasure to move.
Yeah.
Okay. That's 8.3.
Yes.
8.4,
I wanna make a motion that we move the organizational chart to executive session.
second.
it's been moved and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Alright, passes 5. Okay, now we at the original 8.4, but we put 8.4 to the executive session. Approval of board meeting notification. That's your date, right here. Board
What's,
I move that we approve
Second.
meeting, date,
these dates, yeah.
So for September, November, and July, there's been some adjustments, I guess because of board engagements.
okay. All right, then we need to get approval. Can we get approval of board meeting notification?
And I second it.
Okay, moved and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Passes 5. 8.6 is Ms. Wiley Back.
Good afternoon, Mrs. James, members of the board, and Ms. McDonald Green. 8.5 is the approval of the signature page of insurance for our budget. This said that the tax insurances are something we will abide by as we spend IDA funds.
she said 8.4.
8.6.
8.6.
Okay.
These are the assurances to spend our funds for exceptional services, special ed students.
Say that again?
The assurances for our budget for the funds for exceptional services.
Oh, okay.
Then, and I need revised policy. So moved.
Second.
Moved and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Alright, passes 5-0. 8.7. 8.6.
Oh, I see.
Ms. Butler?
Mr. James, members of the board, Mrs. McDonald Green. You have for your review the federal programs ESSER 2. Oh, that one. Oh, wait, it's the other one. Is it in here?
Advertise for bids for the ESSER funds.
Oh, okay. Okay, protocol established. The interim superintendent's recommendation is that the Board of Trustees grant Dale Bailey and Associates the authority to advertise for bids. Additionally, Volkert will continue to serve as the project manager for the ESSER 3, in parentheses, APR funds. And this is just a continuation, as it states in the background information. This is a continuation from an item the board approved in October of 2022.
What is it?
So this,
Sorry.
They're going,
No, I was gonna ask, I'm trying to recall,
for the HVAC.
yeah, is this just for the HVAC or is it more encompassing?
HVAC and for restrooms,
For,
So-
elementary school.
So
Yes.
that, none of that have been spent or they haven't been fixed or anything?
no ma'am.
They waiting on us.
Remember there was a discussion a few months ago and the board tabled it to discuss some plans that they had going forward. And then since then, you authorized for us to proceed to get this bid package ready. And so this is what she's bringing before you.
okay. And this is for
For the bid to go out.
a bid to go out under the auspices of Bailey.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I'd like to table it for before we act on it.
Thank you.
Well, you can't, I'll offer a motion, we table that particular item, this particular.
I'll second it.
It's been tabled and seconded.
Okay, all in favor?
Uh,
So what was that?
8.7.
Okay. All right, so now we're down to administrative report, 30-day review policy.
Ms. James, members of the board, for a 30-day review, you have section A, in board policies, school district organization. So it is the recommendation of the interim superintendent and board of trustees, review, section A for 30 days. There are no revisions.
Okay. Federal approval monthly update.
Now I am on track. Members of the board, interim superintendent, Mrs. McDonald Green. Before you, for your review, are the federal allocations for ESSER 2 and ESSER 3. And what I did in ESSER 3, I took an additional step and I highlighted those expenses where we will ask for reimbursement for those federal dollars that were spent. So on page 2 of ESSER 3, you see that for June 2023, the total purchases were $15,992.30. And and ESSER 2 follows the same protocol, except I did not highlight, but at the bottom of the page, you'll see the total purchases for ESSER 2. Any questions?
Yes, coordinator. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, board calendar, anything needs to be changed, updated, or taken off, give it to Ms. Davis. Now we have Mr. McDonald Green now once a quarter.
Okay. What's the 12,000?
Go ahead.
12,000 that's on this, who is that for?
ESSER coordinator. It's the ESSER consultant.
Who's this?
Is that Bailey?
It's Monica Anderson.
Oh.
Our
that's
previous business manager.
Manager,
Yes, Monica Anderson.
Okay,
that's her fee for, yeah.
Yes.
okay.
Mr. James, members of the board, it has been a busy month, half of a month. but we've been quite productive. So what we have here, on the FYI that you have, the student enrollment as of this past Friday was 2,553 students, and broken it down by school campuses. That number is increasing because we're still enrolling some late registrants. So we're looking at that. Last year in May, our student enrollment was 2,868 students. Need to take into consideration that prior to COVID, we saw an annual decline of about 100 to 150 students. So we're expecting that number to increase, but just taking into account that we have had some, as with the county, some decreases in enrollment.
Well, and also the charter school.
So we'll talk about the charter school, yes ma'am. Accreditation, we received a confirmation from the Mississippi Department of Education that the recommended accreditation status for our district will remain accredited, which is great news. Of course, there are some personnel issues that we have to continue to work through as we continue to try to attract and retain highly qualified employees. Building updates, the architect did release the certificate of substantial completion for the high school project. There are a number of items that were on the punch list that they are continuing to address as we go through. I also just received a word today that they are looking to close out the middle school project, but working with Mr. Fields, Mr. Ford, and our project manager, there are some issues that we have to address at that middle school campus before we, consent that that project is closed. So we just discussed the bid package. Career coaches, we met yesterday, district leadership, Mr. Fields, Dr. Morrison, I met with members of the team from Central Mississippi's Planning and Development District concerning our career coaches. As you're aware, in January, the district was afforded 3 career coaches. However, because of some changes that have happened at the state level, they are now approving 1 career coach per district, because there were other districts that came on board, and so they had to work within the funding. However, because of our unique situation, because of the number of coaches that we had in our district, and because of some other issues that they have to work out, we're going to have 2 coaches in our district. So we're looking and we discussed using those coaches. Other partners are using coaches at the high school level. We discussed with them our interest in starting our coaches at the 7th grade level and then working through high school. So our coaches will work with that grade span, because what we've discussed is students need to start thinking about careers and exploring careers at that middle school level. Right. So as they move into the high school, and as we talk about starting our career academies, they'll have a more solid foundation of their interests and what they want to explore during their high school years. So they have agreed to that. Hopefully we can serve as a pilot for other districts in the state about how that process works. So all of our students 7 through 12 will be afforded the opportunity to have interactions with our career coaches.
And we're using Tawana Williams, and we're using Tawana Williams as well as part
Tawana is a part of this because she was one of the grant writers for this particular grant.
Right.
Just wanted to make sure I understood what you said. You're just starting at 7th grade, it doesn't mean that there won't be any coaches for the other grade that was a 12th grade. It simply means that you're starting.
For our career coaches, yes.
Okay.
Yes, they're starting earlier. The charter school, Mr. Fields and Ms. Spears and I met with Dr. Rucker regarding our partnership for the upcoming school year. And so it was a very productive meeting. So there will be some other discussions that we'll have before we bring anything to the board, probably next month. District grants, we are happy to report that the district is a recipient of a K-4 high dosage literacy grant through MDE in the amount of $100,000 for this school year and for next school year. So this will afford us additional opportunities to provide tutoring and enrichment for our K-4 early literacy students. One of the targets that we have for this school year is to build stronger readers, especially in the early elementary grades. And so this is going to afford us the opportunity to do some extra things with our students. Public engagement. Now, I will say when Mr. Fields and his expansive team approached me the first week about some engagement pieces, I was a little leery. However, it really has paid dividends. And so if you may not be Facebook, but for those who are Facebook, we've released 2 videos regarding our new staff. So we had an NFL type of social media video introducing our new staff members to the team. We also released a video introducing our awesome great leaders. Great schools require great leaders. And so they have garnered a high number of responses. I don't think any of us imagined that it would take off as it did. The first video had more than 10,000 views, which is awesome. As you know, one of our plans that we had to submit to MDE is our way of how we want to try to attract highly qualified employees. So hopefully this is going to be one of the tools that is going to help attract employees to our district. And not only that, but also garner more support from our community members for the things that are happening in our district. So kudos to Mr. Fields, Ms. Hogan, and Avery Green, who are all part of that.
What a great team. And don't forget,
We'll keep. And I was wondering, I said, they must be reading all something, they can't remember all that we were saying, but y'all were saying, it was good. But I said they had to be looking at some note cards or something, there's no way.
And you know what, they are pure professionals. They had the cue card, so you saw us looking. They was having somebody standing behind the cue card.
I said, because I know. Hey, man, I don't know about no football.
That's why I was there. And he doesn't watch football like that.
And I said, there's some reading going on somewhere.
I had a teleprompter.
You need to invest, but I'm glad that you have one.
It was too smooth.
So for those who don't have social media, we want to see the video, we can work to try to get the video to you.
It was nice.
Okay, and hopefully we'll release more as we've been going throughout the district and talking with teachers. I think there are some internal communications that we need to have for our employees to keep them aware of some things that we've seen, that we have a lag in the communication from district into the buildings. So hopefully we can increase our footprint there. Also, we've talked about an opportunity for our students. We want to create a student-led media team. So the things that they're doing, we want to teach students how to do and afford them the opportunity to do. There are great things that are happening, and 1 or 2 people can't address all of them, but if we build a media team of our students that gives them exposure, that gives them a skill set that they can use outside of school, and also builds our capabilities within the district. So we'll be bringing that to you hopefully quite soon. And then finally, the Washington property feasibility study met with Belinda Stewart, who is one of the managers for this particular study, who received the award. And so she just wanted to reach out to the district to ensure that they understood the vision that the board had for that project. Within the next 2 to 3 weeks, they will be actually on that campus completing that study, and once that's done, that information will be brought before the board for the board to take into consideration.
You said this, who?
Belinda Stewart.
Who is she?
She's with Stewart Architects. That's one of the companies that was awarded the study through with our partnership with the Department of Archives.
Okay.
That's all I have. There are a few matters that we need to discuss in executive session.
Let me ask you a question about the dress code. How is that going?
So far, so good. We've had some inquiries regarding jackets, because as you know, we did not, we're not allowing hoodies.
Right.
And so there have been a few parents who've called regarding jackets. There have been some parents who call and say, hey, this is all that we have. We've worked with Mrs. Butler and her team and some of our community sponsors to make sure their children have jackets. Now, it may become more of issues as the weather gets cooler, but again, we're working to try.
We didn't have an official jacket.
We don't have an official jacket. We worked, and I think that team is working. We're going to try to secure some jackets so that we'll have jackets on hand for students if they need it. We've just been trying to address it. We know that at middle school, we're going to have to do something a little different because it is an outside campus. And so we're just working through those processes. And we may even take a look at something different for the elementary schools, because our issues weren't in the elementary, our really issues were within the secondary level.
But the parents seem happy with,
We've had a few parents who called in, needed additional support, and we've gladly provided it.
great.
Let me ask a question, and it may, someone's not inappropriate. Just from your observation or whatever, do you think there is a better attitude, same attitude, whatever, as it relates to the kids who are at the new school?
So let me give you some anecdotal knowledge, Mr. Fields chime in, some anecdotal information. I had a parent who posted on social media that her child says she's now excited to learn. That building makes her want to learn. We've gone through, we've walked through, we've seen very few issues. Now, is it perfect? Of course not, it's not perfect. But there just seems to be a different feel, a different culture that's taking place over there. We're gonna attribute that to the building. We're also gonna attribute that to, the leadership team that we have a turn, a change in focus. And so the kids seem to be excited. We visited, 10 classes yesterday?
And is that at the junior high too?
That's good.
We have not walked through the junior high, that's scheduled for tomorrow, but we've gone through that 10, we did 10 observations yesterday. Everybody was engaged in active learning, and so that's awesome.
That's good.
And I just want to remind Brother Moore, you still a loner. You gonna have to step it up.
Yes, sir.
I'm just joking with you, he's the only man who's a principal. And Sandra told me she was thinking about making you mechanic.
Yes,
I'm just joking.
I will say that for open house for the high school, was middle school the same
And middle
thing?
school, yeah.
Middle school, when I came down Sergeant Prentice Drive and saw cars started at the Fallon Building all the way down the perimeter that was exciting. But to turn that corner and see that the high school complex had cars surrounding it for parents coming for open house, that shows you that it's a new day, it's a new feel over there. And so we still have community members who are calling, who want to come and tour. There are people who are still just excited about that complex.
I've heard wonderful things from the tours that after the ribbon cutting that people have. People all told me, lots of good things, positive things.
Well, Jamie,
It was great.
No, you hear it all. You just feel different when you walk in the building.
Brother Moore, don't pay no attention to me. I pick on people I like.
No problem.
So, okay.
You mean like that all the time?
What?
You do like that all the time?
So, that's it, man.
Yes.
Okay?
We have a closing termination.
Yeah, one day the food.
What?
The who?
Oh, that's right.
You guys honest, you wanna say something?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
everybody stay safe and have a successful year.
Yes, mine. Mine.
You stop me.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I don't have anything.
Look, you can't brother or two, but you get over it.
No comment.
I had the pleasure to attend policy conference this week and along with some of the board members, and we received lots of accolades for the new high school. And a lot of Congressman Benny Thompson, I talked to Congressman Lee out of Texas, Minnesota. Yeah. And so she's gonna make a trip to Natchez. She's gonna let me know when she can come down to tour the school. So, I mean, that was huge, for me. So, Congressman Sheila Lee.
Sheila Jackson.
Sheila Jackson Lee, yeah. So not only is she gonna tour the new school, she's gonna tour all the schools. And so, I'm glad that we've done a lot of work in the other schools as well, and we have much more work to do. But in the meantime, it's just good for somebody to pat you on the back, on behalf of the district. People are watching Natchez. People are watching Natchez, so we just have to continue to make them look at us, because we look good.
And I was so excited to.
Hey, this is mine. You just said stay safe.
Yeah. Picture with Sheila. I was excited.
Yeah,
But yeah,
it was.
It was just really great.
See, Philip knew all of them. See,
Yeah, of course, Philip
we
knew
just
all of
hang
them.
with him.
There you go, exactly.
We were just hanging with him.
Yeah.
But the thing
We was
is,
on his coattail.
Yeah.
we didn't know at the ribbon cutting.
All of them lying.
It was some more school district was there. It was some more school district there that we didn't get a chance to. Sunflower County sent a representative there. They gonna give it Miss Mac. They wanna come down and look at the school. So you got a lot of them around that wanna take a tour of this school. So I guess it's the newest school in the city.
Yeah. So I told him be sure, for updates, to go on Facebook. Cause we always have great things happening
Absolutely.
in Bulldog County.
Yeah.
Nice.
So if Mr. Fields can, he's gonna pull up that short video so those who are Facebook less can see our awesome video.
Yes, I was at Facebook list.
Speak out. But yeah, it was, like I said, we were just hanging with Mr. West, I like hanging with
Everybody knew.
him.
And he knew everybody.
Everybody. U.S. representatives.
Everybody.
That's not true, they exaggerate.
No, it ain't no lie. Everybody.
Everybody.
You even know half of the people that knew you. Still like, hey, you look at him, Mr. West.
Yeah.
And you don't be knowing, you did your best. I remember you were so. Yeah.
I think the best picture that was captured that I didn't know was captured is on the district website
With them too?
with Ms. Ware, Mrs. Ware, and Mr. West.
Yeah, I was telling him to be quiet.
It is an awesome picture.
It's a picture, it's on the website, y'all should step it up.
And I'm holding,
From
and
the
I'm
back.
doing this to you from the back.
Hugging you or something.
You got Mr. Fields.
I lost my ear because I pulled it up Mr. Bird's song and here, huh?
Oh, yeah.
You were on there.
When you was
You on there.
quiet.
Soon you pull it up. The website.
But I didn't know it was on
They
Facebook.
Mentions.
That was you, Rosemary?
You ain't never heard of football. I'm just joking.
Probably ain't. Probably have.
Don't intend to either.
No. Probably have.
My Bird's song, let's put it on the page.
Okay.
Okay.
The mountains.
No, not that one. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
I'm sure they say we've gone by.
How have been going? How have been going? Mr. King,
Sir?
been busy?
I'm Tony Fields, and I have with me our new interim superintendent, Mrs. Sandra McDonald Green.
Good evening, Tony Fields and Bulldog Nation. It is shaping up to be a great season here in Natchez-Adams School District, where we are committed to student success as one team with one vision and one goal.
And with that said, here are our draft picks for the 23-24 school year.
Demetrius Kazee, third grade math teacher, Mac
Ernest Clemens, Bill, Natchez High School.
Cynthia Jones, teachers aide, Morton.
Albert Hughes, teacher, Natchez High School.
Emily Campbell, teacher at Morgantown Elementary. Shalonda M. White, interim assistant principal, McLaurin Elementary School.
William Washington Porter, ELA interventionist, Morgantown Elementary.
Correll Sampson, seventh grade science, Natchez Middle School. Charles McLean, assistant band director and music teacher for Natchez High School.
Stephanie Johnson, second grade teacher, McLaurin Elementary School.
Lincoln Ladert, sixth grade science, Natchez Middle School.
Kiri Gordon, second grade teacher at West Elementary. I'm Principal Binion, exceptional education teacher at Natchez Middle School. Grace Davis, pre-K, McLaurin Elementary. Ashley Brooks, sixth grade people teacher at Natchez Middle School.
Mary Miles, first grade, Morgantown.
Bessie McKnight Harvey, teacher assistant, Morgantown Elementary School.
BG Lee, ACT academic coach, Braden.
Brown State White, teacher assistant, McLaurin Elementary. Lanisha Jones, interventionist, Natchez Middle School. Cassandra Jones, interim principal, Morgantown Elementary School. Shantae Timmons, interim assistant principal, Morgantown Elementary. Chandra Blanton, teacher, Morgantown Elementary. Kimberly Sewell Angeletti, biology teacher, Natchez High School. Frederica Perkins, TA, McLaurin Elementary. Tiffany Green, TA, McLaurin. Avis Robinson, special education teacher, McLaurin. Sakai Webster, teacher assistant, please. Auxiliary teacher assistant, McLaurin Elementary. And Stella Williams, secretary, Morgantown Elementary. Jennifer Muller, teacher assistant, McLaurin. Freddie McDonald, 11th, 12th grade English, Natchez High. Dr. Nakia King, 3rd grade ELA, Susan West Elementary. Essence Bell, teacher assistant, Morgantown. Jaquia Book, 2nd grade teacher, Susan West Elementary.
Curtis Smith, MTSS coordinator, Morgantown.
Sharpita White Williams, self-contained TA, Natchez Middle School. Marquita Wallace, TA in the Natchez Middle School.
Boy, what a lineup we have this year. Right, you are welcome to Bulldog Nation. This year we are committed to showing up with excellence for our students. So stay tuned because great things are happening.
Young new teachers.
Can you say that?
I was talking about.
New assignment.
New assignment,
Oh, okay. New position.
yes.
Okay, that's all.
Familiar places, new familiar faces with new places.
Okay,
Nice.
That's great.
all right. So now we go.
I move that we do the close determination.
Been moving the second, all the same. Pass forward.